It's time for another round of 3D scanning projects using my Metro Y Pro scanner from Revopoint. So I thought I'd take you along for the ride. A quick recap on the Metro Y Pro scanner here. It's a handheld 3D scanner that can be tethered or connected wirelessly to your computer. It has two scanning modes, full field structured light mode and a crossed blue laser mode for greater accuracy. We'll start simple with this vintage fish koozie I grabbed at the thrift store. While I could probably get some good results with just the full field scanning mode, I wanted to increase my chances of success and try a DIY scanning spray I've seen floating around the internet. This dry shampoo. This should leave a matte white finish on the object, which helps the scanner read the structured light better. You can think of this as using a white projector screen with a projector instead of a shiny painted wall. I gave the fish koozie a quick spray down and then put it on the turntable to be scanned. After capturing a few scans at different angles, we can merge all the data and delete any unwanted parts of the scan using the isolation tool and some manual selecting. From here, we can export it, and I'll use Meshmixer to clean up any issues and reduce the mesh count for a more reasonable file size. I also like to add some detail back by adding primitive shapes like spheres for the eyes. I also scaled this to use a little less material and be a little less bulky in the hand than the original. I'm going to use some of this BQ PLA HR, which has a little bit of squish to it. This is one of today's simpler projects, but I think it turned out great. With a little bit of acrylic paint, this will make a great gift for my fishing enthusiast friend. One more quick project on the list today is making a remote cover for this FireStick remote. To hold the remote up, I hot glued it to a small base made out of a dowel and a zip tie anchor. Then I hit it with a quick spray of dry shampoo before capturing it in a few different angles. This scan worked way better than I expected, and after bringing it into Meshmixer, I created an offset shell and used a picture in Fusion to create a cutout object for the buttons. I'll print this in some super squishy BQ Morphlexx filament. And just like that, I have a drop-safe FireStick remote. 3D scanning isn't going to replace more traditional CAD workflows, but it's an impressive complementary tool. Having the ability to translate real-life objects into your workspace takes any guesswork out of your CAD experience. Right now, you can get a 3D scanner from Revopoint at a fraction of the price during their Spring into Accuracy sale with up to 15% off. They make a wide range of scanners from standalone, portable, cross-laser, and even optically tracked scanners for industrial applications. Check out the link below to find one that fits your workflow. Next to be scanned, this frog watering can I picked up at the thrift store. Feature scan should work here, but again, I'm going to use the dry shampoo scanning spray just to increase my chances of success here. This was a pretty flawless scan, and I only had to capture 2 positions to get a usable combined mesh. In Meshmixer, I reduced the mesh and added some spheres for better definition. Then I hollowed the model and added back the holes for filling and pouring. I printed this in green PLA and scaled it as large as I could on my Bamboo Lab A1. This printed great without supports, but it looks like I may have scaled my polygon count a little low on this one, as we can see a lot of the triangles. I painted the eyes black and gave him some spots and couldn't be happier with the results. I put this new head unit in my 25-year-old truck, which has been awesome. I now have CarPlay and a backup camera, but it's in desperate need of a bezel. I covered some of the reflective parts of the screen with masking tape and added a few reflective markers. For this, I used the wireless scanning mode and paired my phone using Revo Mirror. With my truck in the driveway, I was able to scan this using marker dots in crossed blue laser mode. Scanning in blue laser mode is super fun. You sort of paint the object with the lasers and your mesh will turn green once there's enough data points. After scanning, I did some cleanup in RevoScan and exported a mesh file. I was initially going to use Fusion to create the bezel, but it has a really hard time with meshes like this, so I opted just to use Meshmixer. I used the offset tool to turn it from a single flat mesh into a solid manifold object. Then I positioned a cube where I wanted my bezel, and used the Boolean difference tool to cut away where the dash and head unit were. Here's the finished model. Now off to the printer. Here's the resulting print in black PETG. And to mount this, I'll just use double-sided acrylic tape. And just like that, no more unsightly gap in my dashboard. Finally, I found this little wood-carved sailor at the thrift store, and this stuck out to me because the figure has almost no overhangs and would be awesome for a 3D print. He also kind of looks like a Bob's Burger character. I threw him on the turntable and captured a few scans. It's super cool to see a physical model on your screen after scanning it and comparing the details. This one took a fair amount of smoothing in Meshmixer, but the results are super clean. I printed this one in PLA, and here he is next to the original. A little paint on this thing, and it'll be awesome. That's all for today. I'll post these models to a repository so you can print them for yourselves if you'd like. And let me know what you'd use a 3D scanner for down in the comments below. As always, thanks for watching and happy printing.